So,
Yeah.
maybe a good starting place for us, Mark. What are some of those kind of main elements that you found really critical to helping people grow and develop as leaders? What are some of those things they've got to kind of focus on or work on?
Yeah, there's 4 of them, actually. It's interesting you say that because I've pulled a lot of audience. I've spoken in probably 300 organizations around the country over the last 15 years or so. And I poll them many times. I say, what are the things you struggled with when you first became a leader? And it's typically down to 4 things. Those 4 things are communication. That's on everybody's list for everything, right? Motivation, delegation, and culture. So think about this in how do we communicate with people? To what level do we communicate with people? Next to that is motivation. Do we know how to motivate people, or what motivates people? How do they like to be recognized? What inspires them? The third one, delegation. Oh my gosh, every new leader comes in thinking that they have to do everything because that's what a good leader does. We have to be there 24/7 for our team or whatever. And it sounds great in theory until you start trying to do that, and then you get burnt out. And I say this with delegation, that new leaders particularly, they're hoarders. They hoard all of this responsibility because they think they're supposed to, rather than give it up to people and develop other people. And the fourth one is this idea of culture. And that's probably one of my favorite ones, is how do we develop the right environment for people to be successful? How do I develop other leaders? You've probably read 100 leadership books like I have that say, the true measure of a leader is, do they develop other leaders? And that's been really that focus. So those 4 things are probably, and I go into detail all day on those, but those are the 4 things that I really try to spend a lot of time on.
Welding together practical insights and powerful conversations to forge world-class leaders. This is the Leadership Foundry podcast.